It's a Maker's Mind with Steve Twidell. Hello and welcome everybody to A Maker's Mind. You're all very well back. Ah, yes, I got it. I messed that up completely last week, so I'm delighted that I managed to get that. You're very welcome back to the show that is designed to delve into the minds of all makers and extract all the completely useless bits. It's great to see that we have 16 people watching. We could have more. I didn't refresh. Let me, just before I introduce you to my guests, go through all the people, or as many people as I can. We have Wayne the Woodturner. We have Charles Deering, funny enough. We have Katie Dotson. We have, who else do we have? John, Be Happy Woodworks. We have Anna. Sorry, we have Awesome Wood. Awesome. Last week's show. Congratulations. Oh, man. People are calling me and everything. Would you believe it? Someone ringing me on the phone. Right. Anyway, welcome to everybody. It's great to see you. I've just shrunk down on my chair. We're going to introduce you to the folks over here. We have the one and only Charles Deering. Charles, you are very welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for that.
You may talk if you wish.
All right, folks at home, I apologize. I have a window unit going because it's hot in here. Other than that, happy to be here and part of the community again. Back to you, sir.
You're very welcome, Charles. Do you want to just tell folks what you're up to these days? I know that you're still busy doing your scrolling plans and stuff like that, but could you just remind people where you are, what you do, and how you do it?
I design scroll saw patterns. Unfortunately, I don't sell them anymore, except for through bearwood.com. Only some of them. Other than that, I've just been scrolling and trying to live life. Did I answer that correctly?
Well, this is going to be great. You're a very interesting fella then, Charles.
Thank you. That's what my wife tells me.
Just imagine it's an interview. Thank you very much, Charles. I'll come back to you in just a second. Mr. Al Forte is our next contestant. Hi, Al. How are you? You're very welcome. If you just like to let everybody know what you do. I know you're just off of a 2-hour live stream, which would explain the way you look.
Thank you. Yes. It was the before the show stuff that, anyway, Steve knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm Al Forte, Odessa Maker Shop. I've been doing little scrolling myself. Charles, it was a Steve Good pattern, or actually two Steve Good patterns, the Enterprise and a Starfleet command plaque on Twitch, Kilroy 79763 on Twitch. But I've been having fun. I've been printing stuff. As far as being a maker, I think 3D printing is certainly maker stuff, and anything I can get into. Might even, I don't know, have to work on my car too. But the most important things are the ones that get put behind, I guess. So I guess I need to prioritize. But anyway, thank you for having me here, Steve.
No, listen, you're very welcome, and thank you for being our second contestants. It's the second show, second series, episode, which is brilliant. I didn't think I'd get this far. I thought I'd be booted off. Way before this. I just want to go through a bit of housekeeping before we get the game going. Just for the chat, just to let you know that Dorge is out there, our lovely Dorge, and he is ready to pounce and strike on anybody that does give any answers. I know it's I know typically with game shows, you'll be watching on telly and you'll be shouting out the answers. But if you think about it, the people on the telly can't hear you. Kind of treat it that way too. I'm sure if there was chat on TV, everybody would be typing the answers. What I am going to do for the future is I'm setting up a page at the moment on my webpage that you'll be able to go to, and you'll be able to put down your answers there, and I can address it then, and I'll mention people on the show and stuff like that. But if you could just refrain from putting the answers in the chat, because then it stops Al and especially Charles from cheating. Okay, isn't that right, Charles?
Yes, sir. Also, for the sake, if it matters to you for future shows, your audio and video are out of sync, but it's not a major issue as long as we're listening.
That's all right. People are very used to that. I tell you why my audio and video go out of sync. It's because I'm going through a software, and it's a really, really technical software. It has an awful lot of apps and things like that open, and it just draws everything, and something's got to give somewhere. And normally what happens is the sound goes slightly out of sync with the face. But if people can put up with that, I'm very, very sorry. But it will be taken down and put down as a podcast. SoundCloud has an account. I have a Maker's Mind SoundCloud account, and I do upload the podcast to that every Sunday. So the first one is up. It's an edited version, and I take all the ums and ahs and all the bad stuff out and put it up as a podcast. But this does stay up, so everyone can go back and look at the chat and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, that's that. And like I say, George is in the chat. He will put you in timeout if he sees you giving any answers. Okay.
Get him, George.
Okay. Good old George. George. Yeah. Now, George, I did get a few people, as you always do, messaging me last week and complaining that George was rude. George is one of these people that you can both love and hate. The trick is, don't get on the wrong side of George, because if you get on the wrong side of George, he will slay you. And it won't be nice the way he slays you. So, hi, George. Love you. Not. Right. Okay. Are we ready, chaps?
Ready here.
I'm ready. Al, you're going down. Let's go.
Don't sound too enthusiastic.
Not if I can help it, Charles.
Oh.
Photon torpedoes.
Okay.
On my mark.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell people we've got a Trekkie in tonight. So if he starts saying Trekkie stuff and all this kind of weird talk, he slips in and out of Klingon. So just be aware of that. Okay.
Me?
Right.
Kapla!
Yes, you. Yeah, exactly. See what I mean? Shh. 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 All right, let's do this.
Describe your tool.
Describe your tool. Why are you chuckling, Charles?
I don't know. That's what I do.
Do you not think that you're going to be able to describe your tool very?
I thought there was
I
thought it was a trick question.
Okay, so it's a little bit different this week to yes, it's a family show. Other than the chat, okay, the chat. If you need to cuss, go over to the chat and just let it all rip, and then because what can happen is if it's really bad, George can just delete it. Okay. But if you really need to swear, go over to the chat and do it. All right. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to come across to here and go to my playlist. I have some pictures. Okay. It's 40 pictures. They are all described. Okay. And they're all tools. Okay. Charles, you're going to go first. Okay. And what I want you to do is to try and remember as many of the 20 tools that come up in front of you as possible. Okay? They're going to go by quite quickly. Okay?
Okay.
So they're going to go quite quickly. There's 20 tools. And you're going to have to try and remember as many as possible. Okay? Yeah, it's simple as that. 1 through 20. And I'm just going to let them rip. Okay? You tell me when you're ready. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. These are your 20 tools.
Main hammer, brace drill, carpenter's hammer, center punch, chisel, clamp, claw hammer, coping saw, double-ended scriber, drill bit, electrician's scissors, engineer or universal pliers, engineer's vice, flat file, flat nose pliers, flat tip or slotted screwdriver, G-clamp, gimlet, gouge, hacksaw.
There you go.
Are we supposed to know by visual or by just all that? Do we just have to remember how many of the things you named? Because I was looking down writing.
Okay, so you have to try and remember as many of the tools. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be in order. You just have to have the name of the tools.
That means you put your
Okay
down, Charles.
No, I mean, in other words, I think
Yeah, Charles.
doing it visually. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, well, that's how I was going to remember them. God, I screwed that part up. I thought.
Hey, listen. Lord. What I'm going to do is, because maybe I didn't. We can cut this bit out in the podcast. Don't worry, it's fine. If you turn your pen and paper over, Charles, and leave it so that you are not writing.
Just like this.
This is a memory game.
Putting the written side down.
This is I didn't explain myself. This is a memory game.
Now I know.
Did you never watch Family Fortunes?
I don't know if I did or not. I apologize.
Okay, I'll play them again.
By the way, for the record, I understood. That's why I didn't write anything down, Charles.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm going to play them again. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Hopefully I've done this right. Here we go.
Ball peen hammer, brace drill, carpenter's hammer, center punch, chisel, clamp, claw hammer, coping saw, double-ended scriber, drill bit, electrician's scissors, engineer or universal pliers, engineer's vice, flat file, flat nose pliers, flat tip or slotted screwdriver, G-clamp, gimlet, gouge, hacksaw.
I just thought of another problem. I memorized the names, and I bet you're going to ask me, what was number 10? I don't know. I was.
No,
Okay,
it's
good.
nothing to do with order. Nothing to do with order. Nothing to do with order. The only reason why the numbers were there was so that you could see that there were 20. Okay.
I might have a shot. Okay.
So I am going to.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get my list up. 1 second. If you bear with me, talk amongst yourselves, folks.
We have to remember as many of those as we can. I was hoping you would just pop a picture up. We had to say what it was, but no, we got to remember strictly with my 1.5 brain cells. Oh Lord Jesus. Well, you got this round.
Okay, let me see.
I was hoping for pictures too, Charles. I think he kind of fooled us into.
Well, Al, I think you're going to.
There'll be a lot of pictures, Al.
You pop a picture up, I have a lot better odds. But if I have to just remember out what we just saw, it ain't happening. But I'll try.
Right. So, Charles, How
Yes.
do you think you've done?
I think I've done terribly,
How
but
do you
I'll because
Awesome.
I screwed up in the beginning, and this time I thought you were going to pop pictures up, so I was memorizing the pictures along with the names. But now thinking we just have to list them off with no picture help. Now I'm not so sure.
Okay. I have my clicker ready here to count how many you get. So you ready?
Me first.
Al, what I want you to do, so that I'm not doing it, so my hands, I want you to write down the ones that Charles says, please. Okay.
And I got to look
Okay.
this way to prove I'm not looking at my
Yes,
piece of paper.
yes. I'll write them down.
Okay. Are you ready?
No, but yes.
Ready? Off you go. Tell me.
Ball peen, hammer, clamp, coping saw, drill bit.
Wait.
What? You messed up my mojo, man.
Keep going.
I lost my flat screwdriver. Poop. Not that. That's not on the list. I could have. I said clamp, right? C clamp. It was a separate clamp. Yeah, and said drill bit.
What was that last?
Claw hammer. Drill bit. Claw hammer. There was a C clamp in there. Out. Golly. Coping saw, I think I said. Oh dear. Oh.
Isn't the memory a swine at our age?
No, I just keep expecting it to be more complex, and therefore, yeah. Oh wow, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
I can see him going through my head. Did I say chisel?
You didn't?
Hammer,
No, that's another one you
hammer.
got. Yeah.
Oh, mommy. Those weird named ones. That's
Okay,
it.
there's 20 seconds on the clock. I'm going to give you 20 seconds, and once that's done, you're done. Okay,
Okay.
we're counting down.
Starting now.
Yep, let's go.
Okay, another one was center punch. Oh, I'm an idiot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Go ahead now.
Okay, so Al, if you read out the ones he got, please, that he said.
Charles said ball peen hammer.
That's one. That's two.
Flat blade screwdriver. Drill bit.
That's
Claw.
4.
Coping.
That's 1. Yes.
Chisel. And
Yes.
center.
I only got 8.
That's 1.
Oh, shame on me.
Well,
Now,
So that's
I
8
only
points,
wrote
Charles.
down 8. That's all I caught.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, take in mind when Al answers this, he's got the same list, and I just refreshed 8 of them for him. But okay, do what you want
No,
to do.
no. The only ones that he's allowed to do are only the ones that you haven't put down.
Oh, Al, you're going down, baby. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
I'm going down, baby.
You don't go down.
So Al, do you want to steal any? Do you remember any that you think Charles didn't get?
Yes, I do remember.
Okay, can you give me the ones?
Engineering vice. That was one of them.
That's 1. Yes.
Engineering wrench. Flat.
Was it an engineering wrench?
Pliers. Engineering pliers, I believe. It was a flat nose.
Okay.
It was a flat nose
Yeah, I'll give
plier,
you.
right? Flat nose plier. That.
Yeah.
Am I supposed
yes,
to write
yes,
down,
correct.
Steve?
No, that's fine.
Good.
I'm keeping track of these ones now. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what it's called, but the the drill that you turn. Now, you didn't say I had to say the actual name, just as long as the tool. There's the tool right there, guys. You get the motion on this.
Come on, you've got to give me the name of the tool.
It's a drill, but I can't remember what it's called. And there's a reason why.
There is a reason why I'm asking you for the name of it, and I will tell you afterwards. But yeah.
Okay, I'll have to continue. There was a there was a scribe. I think it was a two-ended scribe. There was a
correct.
A gouge. Was there a coping saw?
I'm going to give you.
I believe he. Yeah, gimlet.
Didn't Charles get that?
Is gimlet? Is that what
gimlet?
You call?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. A gimlet. Okay, so I'm going to give you 20 seconds from now. Okay, to finish up. So we're going to go 20 seconds now.
There was a ball peen hammer. Well, let's see. Yeah, there was a regular claw hammer, which actually Charles had on there too.
Yeah.
There was what looked like
Eight,
a tapestry hammer, and that's what it looked like to me.
2, 1.
Kapla!
Ouch.
Okay. So I got that you got.
I did that.
So I got that you got 5 extra on top of Al. Okay. On top of Charles. Sorry. Okay. So congratulations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good stealing. Well done. Now, Charles, make sure you keep an eye on.
Well, did he name
Al's
some of the ones I already named, or did you eliminate those?
No, no. The 5 that I took were the ones that he got that you didn't mention. I didn't put the coping saw. The reason why I couldn't give you the drill, Al, is because there were 2 types of drill.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah.
On the list, so I couldn't. Yeah, so you know they were both. You both drills required you to do this.
One of them was a brace. I remember that now.
Yeah, a brace. Yeah. And then the other one is just literally known as a hand drill, the old-fashioned hand drill. Okay. All right. So let me go over here and continue.
So is the score 13-8 right now? Sorry.
The score is Charles 8, Al 5.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You're winning, Charles. Okay, are you ready, Al?
Yes, but I thought I wasn't.
You know what?
Say the ones that he said. Is that correct or not?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got 5 in addition to the ones that he said, which gives you 5 points.
Okay. Sounds
okay.
Sounds fantastic. Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, so we're going to carry on with the.
They're saying the screen is locked on me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
That's because you're so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
That's because you're so beautiful, Charles. Okay, so this is your 20, Al. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do you know what we'll do? It's just so that I think a couple of people just mentioned it. Stick your hands on your heads, lads. There you go. Are we ready? Steady. Go. Oh, please go.
I was
right.
taking it off.
Half round file.
Okay, let me just go back a bit with that. Okay. You ready, Al? Here it goes.
Yes, sir.
Half round file. Hand drill. Hand saw. Long or needle nose pliers. Nail punch. Phillips or starhead screwdriver. Pincers or nips. Rasp. Round nose pliers. Round or rat tail file. Set square. Square file. Steel rule. Tape measure. Tenon saw or back saw. 3 square or triangle file. Tin snips, new style. Tin snips, old style. Vernier calipers, wire cutters.
Ooh. Ooh. Can I take my hands down?
Okay.
I'm screwed.
You can. You can. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll play them again for you. I think that's only fair because I did play them twice for Charles. Do
Okay.
you agree with that, Charles?
Sounds fine with me.
Yeah. I just, it's. I think it's only fair. Now, bear with me because I'm going to have to just fast forward to about.
Yeah, I was going to say that was
Okay.
Charles.
Yeah. Okay. You ready? Here
Ready.
we go. One more time.
Ball peen hammer. Brace drill. Carpenter's hammer. Center punch.
Those are Charles, right?
Chisel. Clamp. Claw hammer.
Oh, sorry. They are.
Copings.
Yeah.
Now you
Do
realize
you know
that
what? We'll let it run
Doubling
through.
describer.
That-
Throw back
Gouge.
at him.
that just took
Axe
it.
hand
And
drill.
the information I had in my mind.
Long or needle nose plier head screwdriver. Pincers.
Ah,
Ball
stop.
peen hammer. Crown file. Hand drill. Crown file.
See, this is
file.
okay.
Welcome to the world of editing video
Live
live.
TV.
Right.
Okay, we're going to go again. Are you ready? These should be yours
Peen
from now. Right, here we go.
Half round file. Hand drill. Hand saw. Long or needle nose pliers. Nail punch. Phillips or starhead screwdriver. Pincers or nips. Rasp. Round nose pliers. Round or rat tail file. Set square. Square file. Steel rule. Tape measure. Tenon saw or back saw. 3 square or triangle file. Tin snips, new style. Tin snips, old style. Vernier calipers, wire cutters.
Oh my goodness.
Boom. Okay, Charles, you get your pen and paper ready because you're going to be writing down what Al says. You let me know when you're ready. Yep, okay, I got the thumbs up. Okay, you ready, Al?
Yes.
Set, go. Now, bear in mind that Charles is writing them down. Off you go.
Square file. Round file. Rasp. Triangle file. Vernier calipers. Back saw. Hand saw.
Go back one. Something Rainier or something weird.
Vernier caliper. Phillips,
Something weird.
Phillips screwdriver.
Yeah. That's about all the ones I knew.
Square file, round file, rat's nest or rat's tail file, die cutter or dikes.
Does dice count?
What are dikes?
Side cutters.
Tell me what dikes are in America.
Cutters. Diagonal cutters, I think, is what they were called.
Okay.
These right here. These right here. Needle nose plier. And I'm spent.
Okay, I'm going to give you the 20 seconds that Charles got. Okay, here we go. So it started.
Steel rule. Measuring tape.
Three, 2, 1. Time's up.
Thanks a lot, Al.
Well, well done, Al. Okay.
Basically said all the
Charles,
ones
would
I
you like
knew.
to read them out for me?
Oh, sure.
Could you read out the ones that he told you, please?
Square file.
Yes.
Round file. Rest.
Yes.
Triangle file.
Yes.
Vernier caliper.
Yes.
Ellipse.
Yes.
Dikes, which I guess that ended up being needle nose pliers. Steel
No,
roll. What?
Dikes are diagonal. Dikes are diagonal cutters.
Okay, well, yeah, the diagonal thing.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
measuring tape.
Yeah, they were tin snips.
Oh,
Were they? They would be tin snips for cutting metal, is it? Yeah.
No, that was all.
okay. In all fairness, diagonal cutters. That's
Yeah.
what I.
Okay. Oh, the wire cutters.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up on the actual terminology.
Language barrier. No, I'm going to get. Yeah. No, I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Steel roll and measuring tape for the other two.
And measuring tape. Yeah. So I get 10, Charles. Can you just count them and just make sure? Because it did break up a bit when you read one of them out. So I just want to can you just make sure there's 10 on your list, Charles?
I have 9. Or maybe 10 because of that.
Did you put down the snips? Yeah, that's why I've got 10. Okay, well done. Al? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Charles. What says you? Can you think of any more that he did not get?
All the ones I thought of, he got them at the last second. Old and new 10 snips. That's 2. Square something. Square rule. No.
I think we should give it to him. I know what he's saying.
I think, yeah, square. Yeah. It was a set square, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and the 3 thing. Yeah. Those vernier calipers that Al already got. Measuring tape he already got. Poop.
Yeah.
Rasp. Rasp was on there, right? Oh, he said that. Poop.
Yeah, he got that, yeah.
It's so funny trying not to cuss.
I like the censoring. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to give you 20 seconds, Charles, starting
you can
now.
save 20 seconds. I got nothing. I didn't know we were gonna have a round 2 on that stuff. Oh,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Philip screwdriver.
4,
You said that.
3,
No, you didn't.
2. He got that one.
Yes, he did. I don't like this game. Oh wow!
So you got three, Charles.
Oh,
1,
goody.
2, 3. So that brings the score to Al 15, Charles 11. Al jumped ahead there. Well done. Correct. Congratulations, Al.
Woohoo!
All right, there is another section to this game. I have some pictures of some tools here.
Really?
You're going to both get a picture. You're going to both get a picture each, and then you're going to get a picture between you. And basically, they are tools, and I want you to tell me what you think they are. If you are correct, it is worth 5 points.
Is it the one that jumped?
Okay.
Or do we write it?
Al, because no, you can just discuss it with me. I'm going to put the picture up, and you can just. So, Al, this is for you. Charles, you keep quiet for now. You can steal. Okay. If it's a thing that Al doesn't know what it is, and you do, Charles, you can jump in and you can steal it. Okay. Okay, Al, this is your tool. You can have a couple of minutes to think about it.
It looks like something that you would use to cut leather with or something like that.
Okay.
Other than that, it's
okay, I'm going to give
prop
you.
for a Captain Hook, show. It's a either that or it's to.
Okay, that's your. So
Yeah.
your guess is some kind of leather working tool.
Some type of leather working
Yeah.
tool.
Okay, Charles, do you know what that tool is?
I don't have a clue what the name of it is. Never even seen one, but to me it looks like something you would drag down something to cut it. Some kind of cutting, dragging thing. That's my
So you
official
think it's a
answer.
cutter?
It looks to be some kind of
Okay,
scraper cutter thing.
Okay, I will tell you that you are both incorrect.
Alrighty then. That's going good.
Let me just swap over cameras here. See my gorgeous face. So what it is a timber scribe. So think of this one as think of this one as an 18th century Sharpie. During the heyday of timber framing, builders would use this tool to number beam ends for layout purposes, sort of like a tab A into slot B type situation. If you're ever in an old house with exposed beams, look for gouged out Roman numerals at the beam ends and you will see the work of a timber scribe.
Okay, just for giggles. I don't mean to call you out, but did you have to look that up to even know what it was? Curious.
Absolutely.
Alrighty,
100%.
I thought, well, every maker knows that.
That's all part of research, baby.
I hear you,
You would not believe how you would not believe how much research I have to do for this show.
I don't doubt it.
Okay, Charles.
Yes.
No, not at all. Okay, Charles, this is your picture. Okay, are you ready? And again,
Yes,
Al, if you keep quiet for now, I'll come over to you once Charles has given his answer. Okay, this is your picture.
Oh, mommy. Oh, didn't it have something to do with it's some kind of axe? So I could have credit for that. I think it wasn't used for notching out logs or it's a notcher cutter axe thingy. That's all I know.
A notcher cutter axe thingy.
Yeah, it's not a scraper. Okay. It's not a hammer. It's some. I've seen it. I just don't know what the hell it is. Heck, golly gosh, heck.
Right. Okay, so a notcher scraper cutter thingy is what Charles thinks it is. Are you done with that, Charles?
Yeah.
Okay, Al, do you want to jump in and see? Can you tell me exactly what it is?
It looks like an old time weed eater of some kind, and I think the word synth comes to mind. Something that you stand out in the field.
Scythe.
Scythe. Thank you. You stand out in the field and you kind of like pretend like you're golfing the weeds, something like that. Honestly,
okay. I see what you mean. Okay, if it was a scythe, the cutting edge would be on the inside. It's actually on the outside there.
Well, I would use it the other way.
Okay. Okay, so
Sorry, go ahead.
It is. Are you both done?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Charles could possibly get a few points. I'm not going to be able to give you the full points though, because you didn't give me a name and you didn't really. Okay, so it is actually called a shingle froe.
Ah.
So shingle froe, F-R-O-E. This tool is specialized for the task of making shingles. The strange name comes from the antiqued word froed, which means away, in reference to the direction that the tool cuts. To use it, place the froe blade down on the edge of a log length, then hit the top of the blade with a wooden club, forcing the froe into the log. Next, pull the handle towards you and pry off a thin slice of log.
The log is the only thing to help me.
Exactly.
Okay, good. At least mentioned one
But you
word.
were close. Exactly. You were close.
Steve,
So I'm going to give you. Yes.
Are you sure it's not the thing I was saying that would go to and from?
No, that's a much longer handle. Deleting
In short, Al. No, shut up. Okay. So
I should get 3 points over time.
2 points for Charles. Congratulations. That brought you up. There's only 2 in it, Charles. Congratulations. Okay, so now this next one is for both of you. Okay, so I want you both to look at the tool, and you can still. I mean, obviously you get, but there is 10 points for this if you get this one. Okay.
Can we just jump in or what?
Are we ready? No. Do you know what?
Can we write it down?
Yeah, I tell you what. Write down your answer. That's what we'll do. If you write down your answer. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh my Jesus!
Wait! I need to see this because.
Yeah, it went off of you when I talked. I have a guess. And it's actually an educated guess. It may be completely off.
If you write it down, for us, Charles, what you think it is. Okay. Okay, so I am going to give you 20 seconds. Counting down now.
A lot more
10,
I thought it would be.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Charles, if you put your hands on your head, please.
Yes, sir.
And Al, if you give me your answer.
Well, by the way, just for the record, the thing I was doing at the end was that right there. Okay, that was what I did at the end. Okay, I wasn't writing anything else down, but this is a picture frame corner jig tool. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That was way too good of a guess.
A picture frame
corner
jig, what? Who?
Corner jig tool by Stanley.
Okay.
Picture frame. Here it is.
Okay. I don't know what I just did there. I just made it really.
Picture frame corner jig tool.
Quite clearly a thingamajig.
Okay.
By Stanley.
Very, very good. Okay. If you say so. Charles, what do you think it is?
Okay, my guess, because it had an adjustable thingy, it looked like it could be some kind of a scribe.
Okay.
A marker, a thing to scrape a scribe line, or a mark, a depth scribe type thing. I don't know how to explain it, but some kind of scribe. That's the only guess I got, and it's made by Stanley because I read it too.
So, what would you use that tool for, Charles? If you were to pick it up and use it, what would you use it for? Do you think?
I would use it to scribe wood.
Okay. Al, if you were to pick it up, what would you use it for?
Paperweight.
Can I look at it?
No.
We go, didn't we?
I think it would be to cut, and I know I put picture frame, but to cut, because picture frame is actually molding also. Cut some type of molding or mark some type of molding before you cut it. Kind of okay,
Okay.
That's why I called it a jig.
All right. So what it is exactly is a Stanley Odd Jobs. That's what it's called. A Stanley Odd
Stanley Odd Jobs. Oh my God.
And it was a
Okay.
multi-use tool, apparently. Go ahead.
Okay. Stanley produced this all-in-one layout tool between 1888 and the 1930s. It looks like a directional arrow from a street sign and was originally advertised as 10 tools in one, including a level, a depth gauge, a tri-square, and compass.
No picture frame jig?
Among many others.
Yeah, I'd use it on my
Right.
picture
So
frame.
so there was 10 points up for grabs with this. Okay. Charles, you actually used one of the words that was in it.
Right.
You actually said it would be used for some kind of gauge and scribing. Okay. And I believe you said measuring, Al, did you not? That it would be some kind of measuring tool for picture framing.
I didn't really say measuring, but I
Okay.
would do some type of marking for corners.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, and I said
I'm going to be for molding. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give Charles 3 points.
Oh,
and I'm going to give Al 2 points. There you go. Because Charles, you mentioned, I gave you 2 points, Al.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. If it matters to you, the scoreboard
if you want
has
to
been showing from the beginning.
Oh, that's all right. It will show in 1 second. Sorry, I can show you just here. Sorry, this is the score here.
Going
Boom.
down
See,
now.
I've got another page. Sorry,
Al,
I keep forgetting to show
baby.
that page, but there you go. Okay. So that's the score. 17. I got a new scoreboard, by the way, folks. I didn't go with the stupid flip chart one because that was an absolute nightmare last week.
I don't see Charles's score on there. I just see mine.
If anybody has a chance to be on the show, do it because it's hilarious.
You only saw Charles's score?
Yeah, and I guess I'm seeing it cut off, but I'm not watching the actual YouTube page. Let me turn the inside shot
on. I'm on the Hangout. I see both scores.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not on the Hangout.
Yeah. So there's 1 point in it, Al. It's 17 to you and 16 to Charles. Which it's anybody's game. So with that said, let us
odd job, Charles.
The odd jobs is right. Okay.
Right there on it too.
Yeah, I did.
Who's that then?
Who's that?
Okay. Who's that then?
I don't know.
We played this game last week. And this is the section that Charles is probably really dreading at this stage because he did mention the fact that
makers.
When this game was played last week, he didn't have a clue who half the makers were, which is going to be fun.
And he said none of them are going to be the same things.
Okay. So again, we have 10 makers, well known in the community, in the making community. I'm going to play them. It's only their voices. And I want you to write down as many of them as you can think of, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll come back to each of you. One will hold their hand on their heads, and the other will give their answers, and vice versa, okay? And we're going to do that. Okay, so you've got your Captain Sharpie ready, Al. Good man. All right, so let's go across to here and do this. And get ready for our 10 makers. Are you ready? Thumbs up. Okay, here we go. And quiet in the chat, please, folks. No, nobody saying in the chat. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
I don't know where I got this anvil from. I must have got it at a garage sale, but it's almost the same exact shape as this one.
By the way, before I go any further, I wanted to say that this idea actually is not originally mine.
Not only is this joint super strong, It's handy because it can reduce the need for clamps and make project assembly a lot easier.
But this light don't have a pull. It's off a decent amount of light, but I have to plug it in every time.
It is a small machine that allows you to take your old 8mm film.
I actually don't know why I put this on. We're going to be talking today, so what do you say we sit down?
Dislikes really aren't that bad. They give you a nice bellwether of what your channel's doing.
A friend came by and we talked about how we're gonna move this, and I just got out all these wheels.
It's stabilized wood, this one, so there shouldn't be too much. Wanted to test out just to see what the difference was.
Every single piece on the top split. But then it's all good because I had to problem solve and think on my feet.
There you go.
Wow. Wow.
How do you think it did? I can play them again. I'll play them again in 1 second. So don't say anything yet. But how do you think you did?
There's two of them I'm not sure on.
Horrible.
I think I might have done a good guess.
Okay. Okay.
I do have one listed as Canadian. Go ahead.
Wow.
Okay. Do you want to hear them again? Would you like to hear them again?
I wouldn't mind at all. It might come to me.
Okay. Here we go. We're going to hear them one more time.
I don't know where I got this anvil from. I must have got it at a garage sale, but it's almost the same exact shape as this one.
By the way, before I go any further, I wanted to say that this idea actually is not originally mine.
Not only is this joint super strong, it's handy because it can reduce the need for clamps and make project assembly a lot easier.
But this light don't have a pull string on it, and it puts off a decent amount of light, but I have to plug it in every time.
It is a small machine that allows you to take your old 8mm film.
We're going to be talking today, so what do you say we sit down?
Dislikes really aren't that bad. They give you a nice bellwether of what your channel's doing.
A friend came by and we talked about how we're gonna move this, and I just got out all these wheels.
It's stabilized wood, this one, so there shouldn't be too much. Wanted to test out just to see what the difference was.
Every single piece on the top split. But then it's all good because I had to problem solve and think on.
So, was that any easier?
Not really. I still got the Canadian in there.
I think I picked up a couple. Excuse me.
You've still got the Canadian, did you say? Right.
Yeah, the third to last one was Canadian. I know that.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was pretty obvious. I think.
I think I've got it.
I think I might have done decent on this.
All right.
I still
right. So what we're going to do is, Al, you're winning, so we're going to get you to go first. Charles, you've got your hands on your head already. Fair play to you. I think you kind of guessed where it's going to go. Hit me, Al.
Okay. They don't have to be in order, I hope, because...
No, they don't have to be in order. You've just got to get the makers.
All right. So I'm just going to get this out.
Okay.
From Make It So. Steve Carmichael, Pam from Pam's bandsaw boxes. I think that's the name of her. Jim Bashir's, Sterling Davis, Matthias Wendell. Is that his name?
Not saying. Keep going.
That's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. So to clarify, just read him out again one more time for me.
Sophie from Make It So. Steve Carmichael, Pam from Pam's bandsaw boxes, Jim Bashir's, Sterling Davis, and Matthias Wendell. Matthias Weldon. I can't remember his last name. But is that the Canadian?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
He's Canadian.
That's a half a
okay.
point.
Okay. Charles, would you like to read yours out?
Sure. The first one was a guy talking about an anvil. I thought I knew it, but I didn't. Second one, I believe, was Alan Robinson. Third one is a question mark. Somewhere in there was Sterling Davis, Dave Gatton, Chris Cute, Peter Brown, the Canadian, and Sophie, and Steve Carmichael. That's the only ones I can figure out. If I figured them out.
Okay, so you just wrote the Canadian, did you? You didn't actually write the name down.
No, I just know
Okay.
you're Canadian.
Okay. All right. Let me. I'm going to play them again, and I'm going to say their names as they go. Okay.
Right.
Here we go.
Can I do anything, or I mean, we're done. interacting.
Yeah.
That I got.
Oh yeah, you can mark things off. Yeah, I've got down how many I think you got anyway. So. All right. Okay. You ready? I'll play them again.
I don't know where I got this anvil from. I must have got it at a garage sale, but it's almost.
So that's Jimmy DeResta.
Oh, poop. I should have known that one.
I should have known that.
Okay.
Same exact shape as this one.
By the way, before I go any further, I wanted to say that this idea actually is not originally mine.
Not only.
Shot, you didn't get him, any of you. What the hell? He's only like the best YouTuber ever maker. That's Mr. Bobby Duke.
I thought it was Alan Robinson. That's when I thought it was Alan Robinson. It sounded like Alan Robinson. Okay.
So that was Bobby Duke.
Joint's super strong. It's handy because it can reduce the need for clamps and make project assembly a lot easier.
But this light don't have.
Okay, so that was Stumpy Nubs.
Oh man.
Stumpy Nubs. Yep.
By pictures, I could do this. Go ahead.
I don't even know if I could do it by.
Puts off a decent amount of light, but I have to plug it in every time.
That's Sterling
You
Davis.
both got that, man. That's Sterling Davis. Yeah.
We got
A
just
machine that allows you to take your old 8mm film.
I actually don't know why I put this on.
So that was Dave Gatton.
Wow, that doesn't sound like Dave. Dave who?
No, I tell you what threw you off there is because he was talking about film.
Right.
He was talking about 8mm film, and his most recent video is the machine from Amazon that he mentions that turns your old movie reel films into digital.
That's cool. Well, I got it because I'm good like that. We're good.
Hey,
this one.
We're going to be talking today, so what do you say we sit down?
Dislikes.
So that was Chris Cute. Yep, you got that one, Charles.
Aren't that bad. They give you a nice bellwether of what your channel's doing.
A friend came by.
So that was Peter Brown.
Boom.
You got that one, Charles. Yeah, correction. Yeah, Peter Brown. He wasn't talking making. He does have another channel that he does where he talks about various things about YouTube and his life and stuff like that. And that was about, funny enough, it was about dislikes.
And we talked about how we're gonna move this, and I just got out all these wheels.
It's stabilized.
So that was Matthias Wonder. Got that? You got that one right, Al. Congratulations. And he is Canadian, but you don't get that, Charles, because I shouldn't think that when he is approached by people, I'm sure they don't go, "Hi, Canadian."
Some people definitely. If we'd done this by pictures, I probably would have got more. But go ahead.
With this one, so there shouldn't be too much. Wanted to test out just to see what.
Okay, so that is Pam Harris,
You can get that.
and her channel is Highland Boxes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Highland
I'm
Boxes.
sorry, Pam.
He does some beautiful bandsaw boxes, and lately
She also makes some beautiful blanks, and she's also a sponsor of the Makers International podcast as well. She's an absolute darling. And the final one
was
every single piece on the top split. But then it's all good because I had to problem solve and think on my feet.
There you go. And of course, who's that? That's our legend. That is Sophie. Okay, so I have you down, Al, as 4.
Correct.
4.
I concur
And
with
Charles,
that.
Charles, I have you down with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That would
Correct?
be a tie game. Yes, sir. Good Lord, man, you're gonna drive me to drink.
That brings us to a tie-break situation. Not so bad. So far, so good. All right, we're going to jump straight into our next slot because I want to get this Done.
You
And
guys
this,
were reporting at the beginning that there would be Klingon outbreaks on this show, right?
no. So let's do our next game.
So you think you know it all, do ya?
So you think you know it all, do ya?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So this game is, I managed to make a heading for it this week. I didn't have a heading for it last week. Seeing as though it's a tie break, we're going to go with Charles first this time. And
Yeah,
Charles, this is the Maker Choice of the Week questions.
Right.
And your genre or your expertise that you told me you wanted questions about is
Oh, God.
80s country music. Is that right?
Yes, sir. But forward.
Okay. So I have here 15 questions on no, sorry, I have 10 questions. I have 10 questions on 80s country music, of which you will get 1 point for each correct one. Okay?
All right. 20 points each. I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm doomed.
Okay, so here we go. Question 1. Who said, "I'm not offended by dumb blonde jokes because I know that I'm not dumb. Also, I know I'm not blonde"?
My gut says Dolly Parton.
And you would be correct. Congratulations.
Boom, baby.
One. Number 2.
Wow,
in
I
the
didn't even know I knew that.
in the 1980, if you just mark down just so that we concur with the correct answers at the end, just put a little dash to say that you've got one, Charles. Okay.
All right.
Number 2, in 1987 song, "All My Exes Live in Texas," where does George Strait end up relocating in order to escape all those pesky former girlfriends?
I reside in Tennessee.
Correct.
Boom, baby.
I'm doomed.
Well done. That's 2. Okay. In 1986, a joint poll by readers of the USA Today and People voted this person is the favorite singer of all time.
What years?
1986.
I'm going to say Garth Brooks.
Incorrect.
Boom.
Would you know it, Al? You can steal it.
Willie Nelson.
No.
Hey,
It was
no.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh, yeah, and I should have known that. Yeah, that's right.
Question 4. In the 2006 movie Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, what singer is proudly displayed on one of Ricky Bobby's t-shirts when he takes his first ride with Karen the Cougar?
Oh.
There's a hint. Karen mauls him and ruins the shirt. I can give you a multi-choice with this one.
That would work.
Okay. So, is it Tammy Wynette, Barbara Mandrell, Anne Murray, or Crystal Gale?
I'm going to go with Tammy Wynette.
Incorrect. Do you know, Al?
I don't like you.
Sorry?
Crystal Gale.
Correct.
I don't like you.
Good steal. Mark that down, Al. Number 5. What duet? You ready? Number 5. What duet did Willie Nelson and Julio
Iglesias.
Julio Iglesias record together in 1984?
To all the girls I loved before.
Correct. Well done.
Thank you. The revolution. Sorry.
Mark that down. Make sure you're marking down your correct.
I'm correct. Oops.
Number 6. What singer had her first hit in 1972 at the age of 13, battled substance abuse in the early 80s, and then enjoyed a comeback in the mid-80s? In 1988, 1989, she had 8 country top 10 hits in a row.
Tanya Tucker.
Exactly right. Congratulations. Number 7. The theme song of the television show The Dukes of Hazzard that
Waylon
ran
Jennings.
from 1979 to 1985 was The Good Old Boys by, and you said
Waylon Jennings. Yeah,
congratulations. Yeah,
thank you. Sorry for showing off.
that's all right. Just stop doing it. Number 8. Number 8. John Anderson had a mega hit in 1983 with Swingin'. Fill in the blank. There is a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is
Charlotte Johnson. You're really looking. Sorry. Yes, sir.
correct. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Number 9. What actor starred with Dolly Parton in the 1984 movie Rhinestone? He played Nick. He played Nick, a New York cabbie. There is a hint.
My answer? No, I already
Yes.
got on it, and I know who it is.
Okay.
It's Sylvester Stallone, right?
Correct. Well done.
That's what I thought. Right. Go ahead.
Adrian!
I'm more like a boy, you know.
Number 10. Your last question.
All right.
What singer whose childhood bout with malaria left a lifelong mark on his speech had roles in 1981's Cannonball Run, as well as 1984's Cannonball Run 2?
Do you have any hints? I want to say Kenny Rogers, but it may not be.
Okay, so you've got a choice of 4. I'll give you that. Yeah, so there's Kenny Rogers, Chris Christopherson, Mel Tillis, or Ernest Tubb.
Well, the only one that I know has a speech impediment would be Mel Tillis. So I'm going to go with that one.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
I guess that.
Let me see how many I clicked.
Dave the Wood Barber says he's more in dark country. I didn't know there was such a thing except for David Allen Coe. Yeah.
Okay, so do you concur? I think I clicked 7 here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8. Dolly, Tennessee. To all the girls I love before. Tanya Tucker, Waylon Jennings. I have 8. Charlotte Johnson, Rocky.
Sorry,
Mel
yeah,
Tillis.
no, you're right. You're right. I missed. I missed the Charlotte Jennings one. That's right. You're correct. So that's 8. Congratulations. How are you feeling, Al?
I go down with honor. I go down with honor.
You fought an honorable fight, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That brings you to 29, Charles.
Thank you, sir.
This is rigged. Rigged.
Absolutely. Okay. Here is your questions, and your questions are about Star Trek, Al. Of course. Of course.
Well, he's going to get every one of these.
So, how's your Star Trek, Charles?
I know Captain Kirk is pretty much getting good. Affirmative, Captain.
All right. Bear with me now while I'm getting the.
Yes, Charles, but do you have your own Captain Kirk mug?
No, sir. I turned 48 a while back.
You have 2 of them.
Hey, George, no sleeping during country music. Oh, Star Trek,
Yeah.
you can sleep more.
Oh, George has fallen asleep with the. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, the same for you, Al. We have 10 questions about Star Trek. Okay.
Go ahead.
And again, Charles, if he gets it incorrect, you can jump in. Okay. Okay. Question 1. What was Kirk's first Enterprise ship registered as? And I can give you a multi-choice if you need it.
Yeah, I'll take the multi-choice.
Okay. So it's an NCC 1701C.
Oh, is it? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you know it, tell me, because it will save me reading them all out.
No, I'm gonna after the country stuff that
a true Trekkie would know it. I'm just throwing that out there.
I want to make sure I understand his question, but go ahead.
The second one is the NCC 1701A, or is it the NCC 1701B, or is it the NCC 1701?
Just the plain NCC 1701.
Perfect. That's the correct answer. Charles, you can stop sweating.
And the reason I asked is I believe that wasn't his first command. I think he had another ship before then. I might be getting it wrong. That might have been his first command.
Hey, listen, I can do this and this, so don't argue with me, right? Right. Number 2. Who was the captain in the pilot episode of the original show?
Captain Pike. Christopher Pike.
Correct. Well done. That's impressive.
No, it's not. It's a Trekkie nerd.
Okay. Number 3. What was Picard's Borg name?
Locutus of Borg.
Say that again. Sorry, you broke up on my
Locutus
side.
Borg.
Okay, correct. Locutus.
Locutus Borg.
That is some troubling knowledge.
Yeah, Locutus of Borg. Yeah, correct. That's 3 out of 3. Well done. Okay, number 4. Why did Spock believe that Captain Kirk was dead?
When? When?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a multi choice, just purely because I don't know when. Let me see. So why did Spock believe that Captain Kirk was dead? The choice is: he disappeared in transportation, he killed him, he was killed by the Ferengi, or lost in Delta Quadrant.
I'm gonna say he killed him, but I'm gonna qualify it this way. I believe in the Pon farr, which is the Vulcan, and I think this is what it is, which is the Vulcan baiting ritual that takes place every 7 years. Yeah, I know you guys don't want to hear this, right? But
no.
He killed him. And then McCoy took and told him that he had injected him with and
okay. Al.
I'm
Short
done.
answer. He killed him.
You're correct. Well done. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. So you're 4 for 4 at the moment. Which Catwoman never guested on Star Trek? So which Catwoman never appeared on Star Trek? Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Incorrect.
Okay.
It was Eartha Kitt. 2 others did, which was Lee Merriweather and Julie Newmar. They both appeared, but Eartha Kitt did not.
Well, is Michelle Pfeiffer not a?
No.
He didn't appear.
She didn't appear.
Well, I thought that was the question.
No. Which Catwoman never guested on Star Trek? Well, I can only go by my questions, Al. I'm not going to fight you, but I will. I'll get in my car right now. I will get an airplane. I'll come over and I will fight you.
I think that's he should lose the point for fighting.
Hey, I'm not afraid of no Klingons. So incorrect, and I was going to hand it over to Charles, but I saw his face and I didn't bother. Number 6. Where did Captain Janeway chase the Marcus ship? Now, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I've never seen an episode of Star Trek. So, where did Captain Janeway chase the Marcus ship? or Marquis ship? It's spelled Marquis.
The Marquis.
Okay, the Marquis. Okay, Marquis ship. Marquis. Yeah.
Is there a multiple choice on this?
There is, but I'm not going to give you it because it's too obvious.
You've had 20 of them.
I'm gonna say into a wormhole.
Incorrect, and that was one of the choices. No, it was. Do you know it, Charles?
No, I just said in space.
No, the Badlands was the answer.
That's
the
right.
Badlands. Yeah. So the choice was the Ocampa homeworld, the Badlands, a wormhole, or Defiant.
That's the name of the ship.
Okay. Number 7. You're marking down how many you're getting, by the way, right?
Actually, I haven't been. No, I have not.
Okay.
So
Well,
I've got.
Yeah.
I know I missed at least 2. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay. What is the name of Benjamin Sisko's ship? What is the name of Benjamin Sisko's ship?
I want to say it's the Defiant.
And you would be correct.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay. Number 8. What is the name of Picard's brother? It's just the first name I need.
That one I don't know. I'm gonna say Fred.
Okay. Charles?
Billy Bob. I have no idea.
Oh, his name was Robert. But I can't give you it because you said Bob. I'm sorry.
Dang,
yeah, they didn't call him Billy Bob.
That would have been ironic as heck. Win. Okay.
Number 9. Who was captured and assimilated by the Borg?
7 of 9. There was a lot of people that were captured and assimilated, and also
okay, I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And also Jean-Luc, because that was therefore the cutest of Borg. I mean.
Okay, well, you're correct then, because the answer is Jean-Luc Picard, and that made sense to me, even though it doesn't. Number 10. Yay! There's a bit of Bobby Duke came out in you there. Number 10. Where was Picard born? I can give you a multi-choice on this one.
Yes, please do.
La Bastille in France, Nice in France, Naples in Italy, or Le Bar in France?
What were they again?
La Bastille in France, Nice in France, Naples in Italy, or Le Bar in France?
Yeah. I'm going to just say Naples.
No, incorrect. Charles?
Can I have the list one more time?
You've got a guess of 3. So was it La Bastille in France?
Yep, we'll go with that one.
Okay, no, it was Le Bar in France.
Of course. Born out behind the woodshed. Shoot.
So I have you down as I have you here as 8. Would that be correct?
That's what I also got.
Okay.
Behind again.
So Al, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jamie says he got 6, but unless he's just being a booty head.
Yeah, I think he's being a booty head.
Have you Jamie off? Yeah, I could just see it now. From Charles and Jamie. Text in the mail, Jamie.
I confidently didn't know a dang one of those.
So that, if I'm not mistaken, brings you to even Stevens. Tie break.
Nice.
Would I be correct? Yes, I would.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
And Charles, I didn't know. I don't think I knew any of the ones that you answered.
So I was going to end it there, but because we have a tiebreak situation, I'm going to pull up this game here. It's oh, hold on.
80th country.
You've completely thrown me here now by getting a tiebreak. You swines. All right, let me go.
You're so smart.
It's okay. I can handle it. Right, we're going to go with some sound effects.
Oh dear.
They are sound effects of tools, and I want you to write down as many sound effects as you think. There are 10, okay? And I want you to write them down. Now, I've got to be pretty strict for this because it's the tiebreaker, okay? And this is the final game. So, are we ready?
Yep.
Actually, do you know what we'll do is we'll do we'll do what we'll do. Yeah, we'll do the pick. We'll do the pick. You see numbers 1 through 10 in front of you, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Al, you can go first. Pick a number.
Number 1.
Number 1. That's a thumbs up you got there. Well done. Right, let me go to number 1. Number 1 is this. There you go. Okay. Write it down.
Now, what I call it or what it is called.
If it matches up, we'll be good with it. Yeah, we'll be good with it. We're not going to fall out over it. Don't worry. Let me just fix the scoreboard. By the way, sorry. I don't know why the scoreboard disappeared, but it did. I hope I can get it back, because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare.
We trust you, Steve.
Yay! Oh no, it went back to 0, but it was 29 each anyway. Okay.
Yep.
Right, I'll put the 29 back up in a second. Right, okay. So, Charles, pick a number.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Okay, number 9. Here we go. This is number 9.
Cool.
Okay. Wrote it down?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Okay. Al.
3, please.
Number 3. Number 3 is this one. Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
Oh,
Charles?
let me look. Let's go with 5.
5 alive. Number 5 is
Wow.
tricky one, huh?
Well, garbage truck ain't a tool.
You know, I thought the same thing there, Charles.
Okay. Well, in theory, it is. Okay. Al.
8, please.
Right. Number 8. Oh, come here. I got a fidgety wiggity. Okay, here we go.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
Charles?
7.
7.
What?
And we're just going to go with, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to go with 2 more. So
2, please.
Number 2. Number 2 is okay.
Wow.
And Charles, your final one.
4.
Number 4. Okie dokie. There we go. Oh, sorry. Ignore that. It's just this that we're going for. It's a very short one, so we're going to go with this again, okay? Okay?
All right.
Okay, so that's 8 that we have there.
What number was that we just did?
Number 3.
That was number 4.
Oh, that was number 4?
That was number 4.
Okay,
Yep.
can I ask for 2 of them to be replayed?
You can.
I'd like one also.
You'd like how many, Al? Would you like?
Well, really 1, but I'll take 2.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, go ahead, Charles.
One of them was number 5, and the other one was number 7.
Okay, so number 5 is this one.
Yep.
And number 7, did you say?
Yes, sir.
And number 7 is this one. Okay.
Wow.
And Al, your 2 to repeat?
Number 2.
Number 2. That's number 2. And your second one?
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay. How do you think you both did?
I think I did relatively decent. I missed at least 2.
I'm going to put your scores back up to 29. Okay. 9 and much quicker scoreboard anyway. Okay. All right. So,
Hands on our heads.
Hands on your heads, yeah, please. Or Shrek your hands, however you want to do it.
Or do both.
Give me your hands, Al.
Wait,
buddy.
Your hands.
I'm trying to get to something here.
Or do both.
Okay. All right. So, number 1. Al, what do you have? Oh, hold on. No, I tell you what. How are we going to do this? You've written them down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've both written them down.
Yes.
Okay. So your hands are on your head. Okay. Right. So the way we're going to do this is I want you to both shout them out at the same time. Okay. After I count to 3, I want you to both shout it out, and then I'll hear a difference in it if it's different. Okay. All right. So number 1 after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Skill saw.
Yeah, handsaw. And actually, skill saw was what I was going to say, but skill was a brand name. But yeah, the handsaws. That's what we call.
Okay. So yeah, I'll give it to you. Over here, they're known as circular saws.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a circular hand cutting saw. Correct. Okay. Number 2 after 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Sander.
Plain boulder.
Plain boulder.
Molder. Like,
okay. Molder.
Like a planer or a molder.
Okay. And you said what?
I said sander. I couldn't tell if it was belt sander or palm sander, but I said sander.
Okay.
Palm sander.
Yeah, it's a sander.
Yeah, that does.
It's a palm sander. Exactly. Okay. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Metal grinder.
Yeah, grinder.
Yeah. Okay.
Number
3. That's correct. Yeah. Number 3 was an angle grinder.
Yeah.
Number 4 after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chainsaw.
Sorry.
Chainsaw.
Okay. And you said bandsaw, Charles, yeah?
No, I said chainsaw.
Yeah, he did say chainsaw.
Oh, okay. That's all right. So that's correct. So I better do the scores, actually. So you've got circular saw each. And you've got Charles got the palm sander. That's correct, yeah?
No.
You missed that one, Al.
Oh.
You both got the angle grinder.
Yeah.
And you both got the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, number 5. This is the one that confused you both.
Look like a garbage truck.
Lathe.
I said dust collector.
I
said dust collector.
So
like a garbage
so you have dust collector and lathe. You're both wrong. It's a wood chipper. It was a wood chipper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, isn't a lathe a wood?
Sorry?
Isn't a lathe a wood chipper?
If you're doing it wrong, yes.
But it's not sold that way. All right, the next one was number 7. Go.
Number 7, sharpener thingy. You know, like you sharpen tools with.
I put scroll saw.
Okay, you're both wrong. That was indeed the wood lathe.
Oh,
poop.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man,
so if you listen to it, it makes sense. You hear it running. So it's running, and then the tool's presented to it, and yeah.
Yeah, but okay. The only reason I didn't say lathe on that is because it sounded like a bouncing tool, like it was vibrating on metal, which means it wasn't being right.
But they're obviously rounding off from square.
At first, I did have bench grinder, but then I went and put scroll saw. So
okay.
Scroll saw crossed my mind, but I said that's somebody not holding down the piece. Go ahead.
Okay, so number 8. Ready, go.
Planer.
Router.
At first, I thought it was a CNC, but I said planer. It probably is a dang router.
You're correct. You're correct.
Whew. I love you, Al. Sorry.
It's a planer.
Ah.
And you can clearly hear it there.
Actually, that sounds like
okay.
I've ever operated.
And number 9. What did you both have?
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Otherwise known as saber saw.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. A jigsaw. So that's 1 point each. 1, 1. Which tells me that the winner is
Charles Deering.
And congratulations, Charles Deering. You have 35 points. Al, you have 33 points. I'm very sorry, Al, but you are a complete and utter loser.
No.
Study up on your Star Trek, buddy. But good game.
So that brings us, I'm afraid, to the Maker Wheel of Doom. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And what we have on the Maker Wheel of Doom is, we'll go from the bottom. We have Dodge Attack. We have Winner's Choice. We have Chat Attack. We have 30-second challenge. We have Call a Friend. We have a 20-second challenge. We have Social Media Hack. We have 10-second challenge. We have an embarrassing story about yourself, a riddle or a rap. And then we have 2 specialized added on ones just specially for you, which is do a Klingon impression with your tongue sticking out, or sing as much of a country song as you can until I beg you to stop. Okay, are you ready to meet your fate, Al?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, drum roll, please. I really must get a few sound effects for this because it will sound good on the podcast. I might just add it in. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Fingers crossed, Al. Here we go. She's spinning. She's spinning. And it's boom, boom, boom. Social media hack.
He gets to talk smacks, baby.
So the social media hack is me, Steve Twidell, the presenter of A Maker's Mind game show, gets to go and stalk your social media from now on for the next hour. And I shall be leaving some nice little comments across your medias to the tune of, Al, you're crap, you lost. And well done, Charles. You won. Congratulations.
Did not think that was coming. Very good game, Al, and I had a blast. I could do this every dang week.
That was pretty much.
I think that ran a bit smoother. I know it's a long show. I have got to work on the time, but you know, when you're doing talking and stuff like that, I mean, hell, we've still got.
Are there people actually still watching?
Yeah, we've got 22. Believe it or not, 22 people watching.
Well,
you
I
lose.
I think if the show's entertaining, it as a viewer, if a show's entertaining, it doesn't matter how long it is. I could do this for 3-4 hours.
Well, listen, guys, you are awesome. Thank you so much to the both of you. I'm going to jump off of me now so that we jump backwards and forwards. I just want to thank everybody in the chat. I just want to let you know that it is really hard for me to keep an eye on the chat and run the game show. I'm doing so much with the keyboard and going from game to game, moving from questions and stuff like that. that it's very hard to keep an eye on the chat. I was reading a few comments, and I was watching you participate, and I do really appreciate you there. Please don't think that I'm ignoring anybody in the chat, because it's not my intention. That's one of the reasons why George is there. One, to keep an eye on you and to slap your wrists if you're bold, but also to engage with the audience and to know that you're loved and you're very welcome. It's brilliant to have that many people. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was a lot smoother, I think, this week than last week, and I can only see myself getting more and more used to it as we move on. It's been an absolute blast, and thank you very much to Charles Deering.
Thank you.
And to Al Forte for being guests on the second episode of A Maker's Mind. You are flip hog amazing, the both of you, and you know, it's just awesome that it's going so well. Let me know what you think about the show in the comments after the show. I know you know your comments are flying there on the chat, and they will stay there, but please head over to the comments underneath the video and let me know exactly what you think of it. Let me know if there's anything you'd like improved. If there's any games, obviously, that can be adapted to make a related thing. Let me know if there's any games you would like me to add to it. I want to change it up and swap and turn it as I did this week. I changed it a bit from last week. There will be some features that stay the same, like the makers and stuff like that, but I think it works. And let me know what you think about the new scoreboard. I think the new scoreboard worked a lot better than that stupid flip chart thing I had last week.
You did a beautiful job this week, so
I think.
Thank you very much.
I think it was rigged. I think that scoreboard was broken.
Al, you're rubbish. You will be reprimanded across your social medias. Keep an eye keep an eye out. Oh, and I just want to let you know that I do have control of the Dorge button. So you might find I might let Dorge rip on one social media just because I can and because you're a loser. Okay. With that, I would. With that, I would like to thank you both very much. I'd like to thank every one of you out there in the chat. You're all awesome. And I will be back next week with A Maker's Mind. I will be back on Sunday with my live wood turning show. I've no idea what I'm going to be turning. Somebody did mention to me that they'd like me to turn a little tiny miniature box, and a few people have asked me if I can turn a box inside a box inside a box, a lidded box inside a box. So we might do that, kind of like the Russian dolls.
It has to be a pineapple box. It has to be a pineapple.
A pineapple box. Ah, that's been done. Or a banana box. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. Like I say, please put your comments down in the description under the video. All the makers that are mentioned in the show tonight will be listed below by tomorrow evening, including my two awesome guests. They're already there, but I think I've got to change a little bit for you, Al. And don't forget to sign up to SoundCloud. Sunday will be an edited version of the show. But until then, thank you very much, guys. You're all, as I said, you're all flip hog amazing. And I shall see you again next Friday for A Maker's Mind game show. Till then, see ya. Bye. Say goodbye, guys.
Y'all give them a thumbs up and scroll on.
It's A Maker's Mind with Steve Twidell.